teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give a better chance to lead the team to wins. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 19 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be caught. No,
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. They're taking a peek at... So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 65 yards. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got and not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Carr now on first down. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down inside the 30.
12 more yards. That's another.
Carr now on first down. Wright's got it. 7 yards the pickup there. Second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the Panthers' 22-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try it now with Swift. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers will get the football back. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Shotgun snap for Herbert. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Samson Abukum coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Detroit getting set to go now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of...
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Oh, look at the juke. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Aleem McNeil, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Powers through him. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The offense on third down tonight,
they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
McCaffrey.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Again, McCaffrey.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to bounce that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Derek Brown able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive and it's been paying off for him so far this game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Jack Fox now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Please play under review.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Tyson the stop. From just shy of midfield, Herbert. He's got Anderson right side, and he's brought down.
Let's go, baby. Robbie Anderson. A gain of 11 on the play.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Herbert throwing again. He's got a man. That's Marshall. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he's brought down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Carr completes it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And Carr's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 9, 2nd and about a yard.
Carr to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. You got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for... And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to bounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
The try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're saying.
And we'll see if that continues. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And here's Joseph Charlton now,
standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the...
And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Carr going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game.
And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2.
They'll try to run with Swift.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Chandler Jones getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Carr now on 1st down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this one is right through. And that will even our score at 21. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, look at the catch there by Moore. And he's out right at the 25. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Carr now to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Carr now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Here's Carr. Then he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. It's his third field goal now in the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm.
Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 83 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Carr. Wright's got it. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
From the 41, Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Weber. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
That's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Carr. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on, but instead it's 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
What are you doing?
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Herbert's throw here into the hands of Moore.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
2nd down at 5.
Herbert now. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good. Two guy, they needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Gonzalez to add the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Weber. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the handoff, this is Swift. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit. You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win. Running is Swift. Running right through him. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Carr. And he fires one incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th. And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stepped. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aleem McNeil in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game. Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling. Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Potter. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's going to try and go deep again.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
The Lions turned away on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play. And they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey there to make the grab. And the Panthers are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And right with it here over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 44, Carr. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Again, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st down, Panthers.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.